Well, this is my 2010 Road King, and I've had some issues with it. It didn't seem to idle smoothly for any length of time, and taking off from a stop, it would sputter. But then once I got up to speed, it was fine. It was fine all the way through all the rest of the gears. It was just stoplights and stop signs and taking off out of my driveway. And I didn't really understand what was going on. And there was a month or so ago, I was going down Grandview Drive in Peoria, and the switchback down toward the bottom of the hill, the bike just like speeded up, but then it cut out, but it like jerked a little bit. It was kind of scary. And I thought, I need to get this addressed. And I talked to the Harley tech at Poopy's in Savannah, and he told me it could be this electrical plug that plugs into the throttle body. And I changed that out, and I actually ran new wires up inside the wire loom underneath the tank, and that didn't do anything. And I thought it would because previously I had a P0113 code, and a friend of mine is friends with the service writer at Starved Rock, Harley Davidson, and I swung in there with him because I had changed that sensor and I couldn't see anything wrong with the wiring. And he said they've had some that it was the wire, actually the wire. So I ended up changing that plug, and after I changed that plug, I finally figured out by tugging on one of the wires, and it came right apart. That was it. Plus, I'd never had that P0113 code, which was intermittent. So anyway, I've been watching videos on this issue I'm having, and there was a guy had a video. I think he's either from Iowa or Wisconsin, because he said he was 2 hours. I can't remember. I think maybe northwest of Savannah, Illinois. And he sounded like he was having the same exact issue as me. And what he did was he changed the plug inside his fairing where the throttle by wire connects, but he also changed the throttle by wire. So he was thinking it was the throttle by wire. But me, I've changed this throttle by wire. In the last 30,000 miles, I've changed it like 3 times. It'll act a little bit different, but it won't act right. I just changed it Monday, I believe it was, and it ran better. It ran a lot better. My issue was almost gone. It wasn't quite completely gone, but almost. But after 20 minutes, I'd get a code, P0150, P0227, and I think P0228, all having to do with throttle by wire. I thought, that makes no sense to me, because I just changed the throttle by wire, and those are all throttle by wire codes. And so I got a hold of the company that NAMZ actually has tech support, and they told me to check my throttle position sensor. Well, on this 2010, I think it's 2008 through 2013 or 2014, the throttle position sensor is not sold. You got to buy the whole induction module, and the induction module for this model is obsolete, and it's been obsolete a couple of years. And so all you can do is buy a takeoff one, I guess. But anyway, I watched that video from that guy from 2 hours away from Savannah, Illinois, and he changed that plug where that throttle by wire plugs in. And so I changed mine. That's right here. I changed it. I got rid of it. I deleted it. I went up into the wires, the wire harness underneath the fuel tank. And here's the IAT or map sensor one I changed out, and I got rid of a P0113 code. And this is that throttle body one I changed out, which didn't really do me any good, but it's got new wires in it too. What I do is I go into that take that plastic cover apart underneath the fuel tank and get up into the harness there. And like if there's that wire is going into 2 or 3 other wires, I just cut all 3 of them and make a new connection instead of just blobbing it on there. And anyway, I took this thing for a ride this morning, about 30 miles away, and then rode it home. And this rides like a brand new bike. It's got 104,000 miles on it, and it rides like a brand new one. I mean, I didn't realize how far away I was from where this thing was supposed to be running, but it was wonderful. I can lug it just like I can my 2001. I can lug it coming around away from a stop sign. I don't hear any spark knock anymore. I don't hear any hesitation. I don't have that weird, like it slows down and speeds up. It's just wonderful. So what it was either this Harley Davidson plug here, or it was the wires going through the neck, or somewhere in here. There could be a bad wire. I don't really know. But I ran the new wires through this plastic sleeve here, ran them through there, and I run them into that plastic cover. Plastic cover comes apart. You got all the wires in there underneath the tank. And wow, that solved my issue. And I hope this helps somebody else. Have a nice day.